Welcome to Speak Strength, a podcast designed to encourage, motivate, and inspire you to a healthy lifestyle with your hosts, Jason Winley and Brittany Pender. Hey guys, Jason here with
Brittany.
And this is Speak Strength, episode 2.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Yeah, we're going to do fitness expectations. I think there's a lot of those out there. So, Brittany, what do we have to start off with fitness expectations?
So the first thing I'd like to talk about is social media with expectations.
Ooh, that's dope. All right, so
yeah.
so social media expectations. I think a lot of people get a lot of expectations out of their social media, and they don't even know it.
Right, yeah.
We talked last time on everybody wasting time on their Instagram, and then people following people. When you see people on social media, what do you think of?
Well, I follow a lot of fitness accounts, so I'm guilty. I think, well, I don't look like that, or I can't do that, so...
Yeah, and
that they influence you, whether you think it or not.
Exactly. Like all that information coming in at one time too. It's not just one picture or two pictures.
No, it's constant feed.
Yes.
That's their job, some of them.
And when they're you scroll, right? You might see someone who looks, oh man, that's a body I think I should have, and you scroll up again, and if you're following the same people, the same kinds of people, well then you're going to get the same kinds of look, and it's very easy to get caught up in social media and thinking that that's the life that I'm supposed to have, especially when you literally surround yourself with that. You leave your house, you look at your phone. So now you're in the car, you see that kind of person, or you're at work and you see that kind of person. You're at home going to sleep and you see that kind of person. We do it to ourselves.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with social media of itself. No. It's fine.
There's a healthy limit, and then it gets into the danger zone, I think, because there's a thing called motivation, and you want that, but then you don't want to cross the line into being unhealthy and obsessing. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good word, obsessed. And we can get caught up and not even realize we're obsessed. I think when I find myself doing this. You sit down at the desk and your phone's beside you, and for no reason, you just press the button to see if you got a notification. Yes. Not even a beep. And you have to, oh my goodness, I got a notification. Or you find yourself looking for 2 or 3 specific accounts in their story. Like, what does their story say? What are they doing? What's going on there?
Yeah.
And so social media, I won't say social media. We do it, we're going to go back and we do it to ourselves. So we have this idea that we should either look like, behave like, or have something extremely like the people we follow, and not even taking into consideration the context of that individual.
Right. And that's very important. There's a quote you said that I love that I want to say again. Compare yourself in context, not in comparison. And that makes sense. Go off of what your body can do and what you can do, instead of looking at others and comparing outside of your range and outside of your limits.
Right. So it's easy to see a picture and see the final product of the picture and not even take into account first how much effort they put into the filters on that picture.
You don't see the back side of anything, behind the scenes. You don't see it.
Behind the scenes, and then not just the filters, but then the work they put into to get where they are.
Yes.
What is there? You mentioned earlier a lot of them do it professionally, and even if they don't do it professionally, if it is a side hustle, how much time they put into their side hustle. You can't take away. Matter of fact, it's almost disrespectful to look at someone and say, oh, well, they have all of this, and I need to be there, and not even consider what their life is like.
Yep.
You have your life.
Yes.
Right? So you have to make sure
That's very true. Very important to realize.
And you have to map your expectations out on that. Now, there was a time, and we had this discussion again off camera, off the mics, but where it wasn't social media. It was TV commercials and magazines.
Yes.
the ESPN, or not ESPN, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit thing used to come out all the time, right?
Or
that
the
was
Shape magazines.
Or the Shape magazines,
I still
right?
Look at those.
And they're still there. It's just less influential, but they still influence.
Yes.
In those pictures where people would Photoshop. It's cool now because there's this I guess movement of people who are completely against having their bodies reshaped and refigured in pictures.
Yes, there are
so
some.
that's cool, but we still have to recognize it still happens. And back to us doing it to ourselves, we all put filters on our stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To make us feel better. We can live life through filters, but that can't be. You can't expect life to be that way.
Right, like reality versus the social media world.
Correct. Reality doesn't have a filter. So what do you have to do? Like if you see something on social media or in a magazine, and we've already taken into account their context, you can still use that to set goals. You said it can be goals, right? I think everybody puts their goals down, #fitness goals.
Yes, yeah.
So then we kind of have to think in context of the time it would take to get there. Right? So if we state the problem of immediate gratification associated with our Instagram, we can find that person, but we can't be that person right away, or even if they have a characteristic that we like.
Right. So when setting goals, I want to go back to goals.
Okay.
They need to be realistic for what you can do. If you're a beginner, maybe talk with someone about getting started with beginner goals. Don't jump ahead and think, oh, I can do this and this and this. Or we were talking about getting on the scale.
Right.
You work out for one day, and then the next morning you're expecting to see a
change automatically,
and,
right?
So just be realistic when setting goals.
And by realistic, understanding the time frame it might take to get there.
Yes.
So you're right. You can't lose weight in the course of the body does fluctuate 3 to 4 pounds. Yes. I'm pretty sure someone's watching or listening and I lost 5 pounds yesterday because I went to the bathroom. No, but that's not the long-term goal.
Right.
So set your long-term goal with realistic expectations. And we're gonna go. I'll say it again. I'll repeat it. You can look at an Instagram person or a social media person or a person in a magazine or a celebrity and say, oh, it would be cool to get that way. So before I can even get to that specific aspect of their life, or even what does my life look like with that direction? Right. This is context again.
Yes.
And then once you can say, all right, I can't be yada, yada, yada person from Instagram with her Fit Angie or whoever you follow. Not you, but then I need to set a realistic expectation for me to obtain some goals.
Right, like how you can implement this into your life with your schedule, work, dropping the kids off, how you can implement it.
Right. So it's cool to state what you want. Find your goal, and then you got to state the truth about how you're going to get there.
Yes.
And it's not by going to bed, dreaming of it, and waking up that morning.
Right.
Now, you could go to bed and dream of it, but then you have to put that dream to work. I'm a big fan of cliches. They're fun because if you take them too seriously, you can get made fun of. But when you don't take them seriously, they're hilarious. So, what was it? I totally forgot it.
Oh, no.
A goal is a dream you work for, and a dream is a goal without the work.
A dream is a goal without the work.
Yeah. Right? So you can dream about it, yes. But if you don't set goals, you have to act on it. Exactly. Is that cool? Did I make that up? Or maybe not. I'll find a meme and post it.
I don't know, but that sounded good. Or it's like, this made me laugh when you'll say, like, I'm going to watch this person do fitness, and then it'll just wear off on me.
Oh, right?
Kind of thing, like,
yeah.
I'll just watch this ab video.
And maybe I'm going to get some abs. Fitness through osmosis.
Yeah.
It's gonna melt my abs by watching it. I really wish you could, because I like working out. But if you could,
that would be amazing.
I'd be a millionaire if you could take results and give them to people. What do you want today? 6-pack abs? Here. Yeah, I'll take the 40 minutes. I'll do your workout. You'll have 6-pack abs by the end of the day. Cool? Good deal. Deliver on the promise. All right, so we're going from social media to finding realistic expectations for yourself. And you have to recognize that the body has to adapt to the training that you're doing.
Yes.
So if you are running and you want to run a mile and you've never run before, well, you may have to walk half to 3/4 of that mile before you even can think about running a full mile. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to recognize that there's not a look to fitness.
Right.
But there is, because fitness can look, well, I take that back. You can sell fitness through a look. But in reality, that's easy. Like, you can take that Instagram picture, put it on something else and say, hey, you want to look like this? Give me whatever.
Yes.
But again, that's not realistic. What needs to happen is you can find fitness without an appearance. Fitness isn't always the aesthetic thing that we think it is. It's not always the six-pack abs or the great legs or hashtag peaches. You know, it's not always what we see.
Right.
Sometimes it's the inside. Actually, most of the time it's the inside.
Yeah.
That's
can't. Like, sorry to interrupt you, but for example, the basketball players, you might see the tall, maybe bigger guy, but he's out there running back and forth.
Yes.
You know? And you wouldn't really think that, but it's all about the inside.
Yes, and in his cardiovascular ability. It's not just he randomly got out there and could run.
Yeah.
And then dealing with the general population, somebody who went to the doctor 6 weeks ago and the doctor said you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, you need to figure out this before bad things happen. And then 6 weeks later, going back to the doctor and the doctor saying, nice work, your blood pressure is coming down.
Right.
Your resting heart rate's improved. You've lost weight.
Yeah,
it's not
amazing.
just about the final result. It's also about the continued process for healthy living.
Right.
So to expect something to happen and have that finite end goal and not recognize that it takes time is going to hurt you in the long run. It's very easy to lose motivation without understanding or realistic expectations.
Right.
So what do we do when we overcome those unrealistic expectations? Let's see. You have to understand progress and improvements over time.
Yes. Small progress.
And have a realistic idea of progress.
Yes.
And then expect road bumps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when you have those expectations that you get and you're bombarded with things you're supposed to look like, how you're supposed to feel, you got to recognize those, put them in context, not just of them, but then when you set goals based off of that, you have to put those goals in context of your reality and your life. And then if you have a goal, you got to state what the problem is. All right, so we'll take general population because most of our people are going to be people who either need to lose weight or go to or just become active because there's some health risk. So we'll take those individuals, we'll set goals, incremental goals that we can attain, and then we can see progress over time.
Yes.
Now, it helps to see little bits of things happen, but it's not always going to be immediate.
No.
So when we're overcoming those expectations, we have to understand progress takes time. Improvements don't happen immediately. So that gives us that realistic idea of progress. And then we need to expect the road bumps.
Yes.
And sometimes progress takes a lot longer than we thought it was going to take.
So have to adapt over time.
And some of those road bumps, it could be something at work. It could be a work crisis. It could be a family emergency. Road bumps occur in all sorts of different ways. So we can't just assume that we set this goal and it's going to be easy sailing. Just like we can't just assume that whoever's picture we're posting was easy sailing to get there.
Exactly. Yes.
We can always look at talent and say, oh, that person was super talented. But it doesn't matter if they're talented if they're not working hard enough to get there. And you have to take, again, into context. So I'm just going to say your context matters for your goal. You know,
yes, that's so important. It's like the key. Context.
So if there's anything you had to close on, what would you close with?
Just again, I'll say that quote that Jason said, compare in context and not in comparison. Set realistic goals for yourself. Keep a log if that helps you to see progress over time. And just stay determined and motivated. It's going to be a process.
And I can agree with that. It's great to close on. Context instead of comparison. So we thank you guys again for another episode of Speak Strength. This was an episode on fitness expectations. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with us on Instagram. You can find me at J_Winley or the gym at Body Shop X.
And you can find me at Chin_up_chick.
Good deal. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful week. See you next time.
Bye.